The storm isn't coming, it's already here. And right now, the Toronto Blue Jays are standing in the eye of it, forced into a decision so brutal it could shape the course of their entire season. Because as the injured stars begin to rise from the shadows, returning one by one, someone else must disappear. And not just anyone, someone who's actually delivering. You can feel it, can't you? That quiet tension building behind the scenes, like a ticking clock hidden beneath the dugout steps. George Springer is edging closer to a return, his presence looming like a king reclaiming his throne. Alongside him, Addison Barger and others are preparing to step back into the spotlight. But baseball, as poetic as it can be, is also ruthlessly practical. There are only so many seats at the table, and suddenly, too many deserving names. Now, if you've been following along here on the Blue Jays Report, you already know this isn't just a routine roster shuffle. This is a full-blown dilemma, the kind that keeps executives awake at night. Because at the heart of it lies a clash between two very different stories. On one side, you have Eloy Jimenez, swinging a bat that seems to hum with electricity, producing hits as though the ball itself is magnetized. On the other, Lenin Sosa, steady, versatile, and quietly effective. The sort of player every team needs, even if he doesn't always steal the headlines. And here's where the plot thickens. Neither of them has options. There's no easy escape hatch, no convenient demotion to tidy things up. Whoever loses this battle isn't simply stepping aside, they're being cast out, exposed to waivers, left vulnerable to the rest of the league. It's not just a decision, it's a gamble. If you're already feeling the weight of this moment, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to the Blue Jays Report, because this is exactly the kind of story that defines a season, and we're breaking it all down as it unfolds. Let's talk about Eloy for a moment, because his bat has been telling a story that's impossible to ignore. A scorching average, hits piling up like falling dominoes, and a presence at the plate that feels almost theatrical. When he steps in, it's as if the pitcher knows something inevitable is about to happen. But then comes the twist, the cruel irony that threatens to undo it all. He's a designated hitter in a world that demands flexibility. A specialist in a system that increasingly worships versatility. And that's where Sosa quietly strengthens his case. He doesn't shout, he adapts. He moves across the infield with a kind of understated confidence, offering something Eloy simply cannot, defensive value. In a game where one extra out can tilt the balance, that matters. It always has. And deep down, the front office knows it. Hovering in the background are other names, each adding another layer to this already tangled web. Davis Schneider, with his unique blend of grit and adaptability, remains a difficult piece to move. Nathan Lukes appears relatively secure, his role carved out with quiet consistency. Each decision branches into another, like a tree of consequences the Blue Jays must navigate with precision. And then there's the human element, the part we often forget. Imagine the clubhouse right now. Conversations a little quieter, glances a little longer. Every at-bat, every defensive play, carrying a weight far beyond the box score. It's not just about performance anymore. It's about survival. What makes this truly fascinating is how quickly the narrative has shifted. A week ago, this decision might have felt straightforward. But baseball, in its unpredictable brilliance, has a way of rewriting scripts overnight. Eloy caught fire. Sosa found rhythm. And suddenly, the easy answer vanished. So what do you do? Do you bet on the hot hand, even if it doesn't quite fit the puzzle? Or do you choose balance, structure, and long-term stability? It's the classic battle between instinct and logic, and right now, the Blue Jays are caught between the two. Meanwhile, the clock keeps ticking. A crucial series against the Cleveland Guardians looms, and beyond that, even tougher tests await. The margin for error is shrinking, and every decision carries echoes into the future. And perhaps that's the most gripping part of this entire saga. This isn't just about who stays and who goes. It's about identity. About what kind of team the Blue Jays want to be when the dust settles. So I'll leave you with this. When the moment finally arrives, when the decision is made and the roster reshaped, will it be remembered as a masterstroke or a mistake? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you've enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Blue Jays Report. Because in this game, the biggest stories are never just played, they are felt.